Hi, this is Niels on Dynasty, coming to you live from the basement of the future Dynasty. Hope to get some land in China, create my own freaking empire. Buy silver and platinum, like, share, and subscribe. Be kind, helpful, grateful. Alright, now you guys got a little more confirmation of what I have been saying all the time. You can't be a world power when your local banks are going bankrupt left, right, and center. You can't be a world leader. You can't be any of that when your child population rate, your birth rate is 1.5 and declining. That is almost at a catastrophic come back from number. On top of that, all the other problems. This is here.
Released on August 26th by the CBIRC, the China Banking and Insurance Regulatory Commission. The commission has allowed 2 rural banks in Liaoning province to enter bankruptcy proceedings, which is tantamount to officially declaring the bankruptcy of the 2 grassroots village banks. At the same time, a growing number of personal bank cards and even corporate accounts are being frozen in China, and the situation is also spreading in China's first-tier cities.
Have you seen this news recently? Some bank accounts of people in Shenzhen have been frozen. Staff at the Shenzhen branch of the Bank of China claimed that to prevent telecom fraud, a freeze was imposed on accounts that had no activities for the last 3 months or 6 months, or that had large amounts of bank transactions for the recent period.
Let's take a look at the 2 local banks in bankruptcy. Their branches, personnel, and deposits were taken over by Shenyang Rural Commercial Bank Co., Limited. One of the bankruptcy banks, Liaoyang Rural and Commercial Bank, had total assets of 165.3 billion renminbi, or approximately $24 billion. As of September 2019, assets of the inherited Shenyang Rural and Commercial Bank totaled $9.4 billion at year-end 2021, or less than half of the assets of the original insolvent bank. The former president of Liaoyang Rural and Commercial Bank was suspected of accepting bribes and making illegal loans of more than $4.3 billion. He fled the country in March 2021 and was repatriated in October of that year. Since 2021, Liaoning Province, a declining industrial province in northeastern China, has imposed detention and criminal coercive measures on 63 small and medium-sized bank executives.
63 different banking executives have been prosecuted for bank fraud in China so far.
These 2 collapsed banks and Liaoning can be seen as part of the current systematic crisis of local banks in China. On July 6, 2022.
That was systematic. If you understand what the word systematic means, it means these are the first of about, I don't know, how many small banks does China have to go bankrupt? They're going that way.
The official website of the Banking and Insurance Regulatory Bureau of Hebei Province issued an announcement approving the dissolution of 2 local banks. Before the 2 failed banks in Hebei, there have been cases of failed village banks in other regions in 2022 as well. In China's banking industry crisis, low-grade village banks are at the forefront. Since mid-April 2022, several village banks have been exposed for having their customers' deposits frozen without warning. Chinese media reported that at least 4 village banks in Henan Province and 2 village banks in Anhui Province are involved in this round of village bank crashes. Some of their depositors are from other provinces. The case involves about 413,000 depositors and potentially more than $5.7 billion in deposits. In handling the crisis of local banks, health codes born out of the epidemic have played a big role. The Henan government has made depositors' health codes red, so they can't go out to collect their money.
我爱人是储户，我不是储户。
My wife is one of the depositors. I am not. When my wife scanned her health code, it became red. When I scanned the code, nothing happened. This is the Henan government using this dirty tactic to prevent depositors to go to Henan to collect their deposits. We have been together over the past few days. We haven't been separated. Our itineraries are all the same. The only difference is that she is one of the depositors, and her cell phone number and identity card number are in the bank's database in Henan. I am not a depositor. I only accompany her here, so my code is green.
They're putting it together. Please like, share, and subscribe. Most definitely share. So that way maybe we can get a couple thousand people to realize what no one else is reporting. Have a great night.